Komi just being the show it is has really set off a path that is thoroughly enjoyable. Characters that are both dumb, endearing, and scary, and moments and situations that both seem as though they could be totally legitimate and actually occur between high school pupils. But at the same time, just ramped up a little bit extra. But I think we can all agree from everything we saw in the previous episode, just if I could spend a single day playing games with my beloved, it'd be perfect. But let's see some more Komi. Feelings. Oh. What class is this? Saved. Not having to answer. Being called on to answer questions in front of everyone when you're not prepared, I do not miss those days. Yep. Really, it actually really kind of holds their emotions on the sleeves though and doesn't. Yeah, really doesn't hide any of what they're thinking. But you'll never beat me. Isn't it natural? Now you've made things made things awkward for Chinobu. I think we need a re-emergence of his old self. Should they be standing around in the middle of the PE class? Is this a skill I can acquire? I feel like Tadano is just really more just of an empath and can tell when something's wrong, and generally by accessing the situation and what's going on, can kind of work out what's going on. Bit of a narcissist. But we already knew that. I mean, change the way you're speaking. Unbearably apologetic. Okay. "10 minutes before she started to look around, so where is everyone?" Maybe not so aggressive. I wish I could join in. Well, yeah, the idea of are they talking about you, that's a big thing I relate to far too much. Something that after finishing high school and working from home, obviously not being around people, part of which I actually forgot. Really far off base. While I might agree, I don't think that's what Komi said. I didn't expect the country girl to appear at the doorway either. Okay. Just seeing Home Ek getting basic culinary skills. She zoned out. Is this something completely unconnected? Ah. Something unconnected. Are we actually going to get a confirmation over this? Is Tadano actually wrong? I think they should take a break. And you ask... They left a trail behind them. I hope they weren't gossiping. And of course the mediator Tadano stepping up. Diffusing any sort of situation that might occur. You're coming on too strong. I just want to have a good tea. Oh, we're back again. Edition 2. Is it going to retread old ground or visit some other characters? I know they couldn't imagine the Komi version, so how much did they practice? Okay, just a nice picnic scene. Yeah, with good weather, although rare, sometimes a slow day is... That was his rice. Is that how people eat rice? Silence. Coming home from a hard day of ninjaing. Oh god. All the housework was never done. Would you like dinner? Yeah, but I didn't make any. I forgot to go shopping. Sometimes just a comforting hand. Although I feel like you've skipped a step or two to get to this stage. I have some questions about the whole wanting a motherly figure. I mean, if they're allowed to have a bit of fantasy, why not go back to a stage like this? Oh. Of course, yes, this... who else could stand up against such a forceful opponent. Terrifying. I mean, fair enough. Just make it the most dramatical imagination you can have. Let's postpone our meeting once again. It seems so... It seems, they put in so much effort making it seem cool that... I don't think I ever really got embarrassed over general stomach noises in class, or even exams. But then again, probably does. What's with that font? He's going to excel in his practicing for what... There you go. For this invitation. Why wouldn't you want to eat lunch with him? You've already come this far. Just shake the bento a little. I'm sure he'll get the message. I know, the clock is ticking. He's now spent so long just standing there. Alright, hold on. Ah, he's running. I mean, with him attempting, like... Oh, he started to sniffle. How is this possible? How, She's got to oversee her student. You've reached the first step here. Why not aim for the stars? Now you talk about it. Extend the conversation. How much money do you make? Congratulations. Can't comprehend what she's saying. How does someone like that just... You might have been reading the wrong magazines if you come to this conclusion of what you do next. I mean, yeah, in that kind of situation, I think I'd just go along with it as well. What the hell is this? Hum? I mean, food is food. He's got his synapses working in overdrive now. I knew it! I knew it! Body touch! I feel he's going to make a lot of friends like this. Oh, you don't need to go into vibrate. That'll make things worse. That's an expensive lunch. What's the... I was about to say, what's going to save the situation? Yeah. Take things slowly, at your own pace. You don't need to follow the magazines. At this point, can she really run away? Yes. Did she bring her lunch with her? To think that his day started just hoping to ask someone out for lunch, and it turned into this. You'll ruin everything. The future scenes. The misunderstanding they have for each other, especially the master thing, actually made him strive even onwards. So that's probably for the best if he keeps that misunderstanding. Yoga ball. Who else would be sitting on a yoga ball other than her mother? Jacket potatoes. Just hearing a jingle about roasted jacket potatoes or something. Of course, she'd be straight out, looking to get some. An apparition! It's a yokai. Yeah. I wouldn't have that sigh of relief just yet, old man. She's Terminator 2 chasing after the van. Are you sure you don't want any? You're in the wrong neighborhood now. She has no idea how to get back. Just take them and go. I don't want any trouble. Only one? Okay, there we go. But on a cold day like this, on an opportunity where she actually went out and got some. She's been running a lot. In fact, we're following on that. I mean, you're only just thinking about this? You'd have thought... I'm surprised it took him this long to have second doubts about it. Personally, no one seemed to have brought it up, and even at the time, so what's the issue? Focus on the good parts of the festival, I guess. Actually taking a moment to think about things. with the lighting change. I'm glad I stopped having a bunk bed when I was about 8. Is he going to run into her while she's... I mean, if there's time for it. Just go and have time to clear his head, have a bit of thinking. No real destination. Ooh, I like the shadow going along with the street lights. No real destination or anything. What a surprise. Well, okay then. I mean, Komi's not there yet as trying to... Now you're just shaking your head at it. What? Komi's not at the stage where she could invite anyone out herself yet. You miss the shots you don't take. ¥300. You've taken part of her lunch. Now pay up. Of course, the interest rates aren't quite as bad as Kitai-kun. The potato gave him confidence. That's why he had to bike away really fast. I think no matter how many times we see this, and there's that one guy in the back, the drama club guy, dancing around and everything. And I see this actually plays out differently each time. Or at least there are small fluctuations in it. Like, Kitai-kun wasn't in this one at all. Ah, no, we just wait for the second one. I was misremembering. I try to focus on various things in this, see something else each time. I don't really remember a lot of the times in high school. Mainly because, there's not a lot to remember. Just go to class, go home kind of thing. But there are obviously dumb moments in my memory. Spending time with friends and stuff is something you don't really get to do a lot anymore. She's too powerful. But hey, at least she's not charging anyone to become a student, a disciple. Oh, once again, so many good points in this episode. I think just seeing more of the gentle giant Kitai is something that I think we need a lot more of. We've got the unsure of themselves, can't talk to anyone Komi, who is revered as some sort of god and deity that everyone adores, compared to him, and his life seems a lot harder in comparison. He doesn't have that initial, everyone's gonna flock to him if he even tries talking. It seems the complete opposite. And also, my thinking was completely vindicated by the characters in this show. Number one choice, obviously, there was no real contender. Nakanaka-san, by quite a few votes. But the whole idea of, the very first kind of, was it the first? Skip thing, trying to figure out what Komi was thinking in the moment. Being able to tell generally what people are feeling or thinking, I find incredibly difficult. Obviously, being able to tell, oh, they're crying. I think they might be sad. Got that one down. But the rest of it, context clues are something that can really help, but without direct confrontation and asking, I struggle heavily. I mean, I can take a guess. Sometimes it's right, but I think that's more luck than judgment. And alongside the just moments of slightly self-aware realization, oh, wait a minute, everyone saw me as a girl. I think that kind of epiphany came a bit late, but actually working out in the moment what he was thinking, what that could possibly mean, since he didn't really internalize it before, didn't think about it, just came naturally. Actually having that moment where you start questioning, what could situations and things actually mean to you? What would happen if Komi just disappeared one day, transferred somewhere else? I think the school would go into a catatonic state. And jumping forward in the episode to mobile roasted sweet potato vendor. I'm not entirely surprised that kind of thing would exist. I don't think we have anything even similar near me. The only thing I can think of is that there's this kind of roasted chestnut cart, but it doesn't go around everywhere. It's in one place and it stays there. But episode 3, and this season is doing so well for me. I mean, season 1 was nice. We saw a lot, we laughed a lot, we got kind of a bit of growth, a slow kind of accumulation of friends. But in this one, it's paying off. All of those friends are getting the moments to speak, and a bit of character growth. We're not just introducing people. Sure, we've got some new ones who are being thrust into the limelight a bit more than other ones have really had any time to be developed. And of course, some are obviously immediately better than other characters. But I wonder how many more times we're going to join the fantasy club discussions before they finally get found out. And if the conversations go along this route and we're having the what if you went on a date with Nakanaka-san kind of thing, does it work in reverse? Are the girls talking about the various boys in the class? I don't think some of them are going to fare all too well in that poll. Mainly because most of them have very little in the way of any defining features. I've just realised that I've been talking for a lot longer than I do usually for a show. Maybe I just really enjoy this episode. Maybe it's something about Komi. But I know that I've been enjoying it quite a lot. Hopefully you have as well, and are going to join me again in future episodes. If that's true, please let me know down below. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Maybe even join onto my Discord. The links are there. We've had some new people join. We've had some people realise just what a hellhole it is. And if any of you have actually reached this point in the video, well, you're probably asleep and YouTube's just auto-playing the video because I can't think of any better reason. And if I'm wrong, I can't thank you enough. But for now, give yourselves a bit of rest. See you in the next one. My patrons are the master, hiding in the shadow, giving me the reason to carry on. Helpful tricks, tips and advice that so far has not really led me astray. So I do need to thank Electric Ant, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sao, Shuan, Matt, Girly, Cardboard, Croyville, Gintman, Jennifer Rojas, Dark Shadow 7899, Jeremiah Teamer, Finesse Kid and everyone else. Because with your help, maybe my channel won't eat alone.